What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron. It is time for New Music Friday. And yes, this video is actually coming out on Friday instead of on Thursday. It used to be kind of a meme that New Music Fridays came out on Thursdays. But since the start of Thursday Night Football, I've noticed that the views on these videos have been going down drastically, from getting a couple hundreds of views to getting like 20 or 40 throughout the night. So yeah, clearly that has kind of taken over. So I decided to kick it back into Friday morning instead. Hopefully that'll be able to reach you guys a little bit better. And of course, if you guys want to help me out a little bit extra with YouTube's algorithm, don't forget to give this video a like. It goes so much further than you guys could ever imagine. But enough of my ramblings. Let's talk about some new music. Touche and Amore releases their new album today, titled Spiral in a Straight Line. I can't wait for this record. Lament wasn't really my favorite album that they released, but I still can't get enough, and I'm always looking forward to new music and just some of the deepest lyrics that Jeremy Baum is willing to give us. This band always manages to hit me in the feels. The singles took some time for it to grow on me, admittedly, but I have a feeling that they'll be a lot better in the full LP. This album is going to be absolutely fantastic. Real Friends also releases their new album today, titled Blue Hour. This is one of my favorite pop punk bands in terms of music and lyrics. The vocals are fantastic. Their last album, Nothing Worse Than Too Late, was just absolutely top tier and full of the catchiest songs that had such deep meanings to them. And the singles for this new album are a little bit more raw sounding and aggressive, and I'm absolutely here for it. I hope the entire album, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some slower songs and some more songs that hit you in the feels, but I just want this to be as aggressive and as raw and passionate as possible. We also get a new album from the Offspring titled Supercharged. This was one of my favorite bands when I was a child. I listened to Americana more than I absolutely should have when I was 11 years old. I'm glad to see that they're still around and making music, because honestly, that was the last album that I remember listening to from them. They had that one single, You're Gonna Go Far Kid, or something like that, that sounded like the Offspring. So I have a feeling that that's what this band is still gonna sound like, the Offspring. So if you're a fan of the Offspring, this is what it's gonna, that's what you're gonna get. And I'll probably check it out because I am a fan. Even though I've kind of grown past their sound, it'll be kind of nostalgic to go back and give some of this stuff a listen. We also get a new album from Coping Method titled Where the Spirit Meets the Bones. This is a fairly new band releasing their debut album, and they are definitely swinging for the top on this one. It came out on the 9th, so actually a few days ago, and from what I've heard, it's just an insane blend of nu metal and metalcore, and they do it so well, and they throw some symphonic twists in there, and they have some really unusual songwriting. So if you're into a different type of metalcore aside from, the more generic stuff you hear on the radio, I definitely suggest checking this one out. Distant releases their new single titled Torturous Symphony featuring Matt Heafy. This band has been dropping banger after banger, and I think this will probably be, I don't know, to me, I'm looking forward to this one the most, so the most anticipated due to Matt Heafy being on it. And I also feel like this is going to be a strong, sneaky album of the year contender when it comes out, just because they're just so freaking good. It's heavy, it's catchy, something that you could keep going back and listening to over and over again. We also get a new single from Ice Nine Kills titled A Work of Art. It's been 3 years since they released the Silver Scream 2, which was one of the best albums of 2021. And I don't normally like the singles, but for this band, it's fun to kind of guess what it's about. And it's very obvious on this one if you've seen the cover of it or anything like that. It is about Art the Clown from Terrifier, which has completely blown up. I have only seen the first, saw the first movie and clips of the second one. And the first one is so freaking good. I enjoyed it so much. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what is going to be on this song. And I guess there's like a premiere of it with the new movie coming out today as well. So yeah, if you're into horror, definitely check that one out. We also get a new single from As I Lay Dying titled Whitewashed Tomb. I don't know. The new singles on this one really haven't been doing it for me, and I am a As I Lay Dying fan through and through. There's just nothing really that unique about them in terms of just sounding like generic metalcore. Hopefully the deep cuts on this album will be a little bit more inspiring. I know people have problems with this band and, Tim for, all the good reasons, but I don't know, to me this goes beyond that. It's just musically, it just isn't really doing it for me anymore. I really enjoyed most of this band's members writing, and now that most of them have been replaced, it's just, I don't know, it feels like they're just kind of going through the motions at this point. We also get another new single from Fit for an Autopsy titled Lower Purpose. We just have 2 more weeks until this album comes out, and that's honestly the most exciting thing of the year for me. The singles have been super good. Hostage is one of my favorite songs that I've heard all year. I know a lot of elitists, I guess you could call them, in the deathcore community aren't that big into it because of the clean singing. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, they do it so well, and it sounds so freaking good. And I have a feeling that after that, they're releasing heavier stuff, so I'm assuming this is going to be one of the heavier singles that they release. That's just the way they do things around here. But yeah, I have a feeling this is probably going to be album of the year, at least in my eyes, because I am a fanboy through and through. We also get a new single from Memphis May Fire titled Hell is Empty. I have a feeling this will be pretty boring and very generic. That's just basically what this band does. They make radio rock. I just don't know why they seem fit to release a instrumental version and an a cappella version of this song as well. I don't know. It's so artsy fartsy. It's so pretentious. Like, these guys, in my opinion, they're not making music that's good enough to be instrumentalized, and they're also not doing vocals raw enough or good enough, I guess you could say, to have it a cappella. I don't know. It's just really weird. It's just more content for them to spew out to get more listens and money and stuff like that, I think. And that is it for New Music Friday. Thank you so much for joining me on Friday. And if there's anything that I missed, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. That way I get to discover new music and everybody else does too, and you get to share things that you're excited about. And also, again, if you enjoyed this video, you want to help me out with YouTube's algorithm, don't forget to give this video a like. And also, if you want to support me further than that, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on any of my future reviews. And I just thank you guys so much for continually coming by, checking out all these New Music Friday videos and reviews I keep doing. And I just appreciate you guys more than you could ever imagine. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night whenever you have me watching this. And I will talk to you guys next time.